When we start business in the spiritual entrepreneurship journey, in the intuitive creator space, it can be really, really confusing to decipher our intuition and its job in our business and our logical mind, right? Because intuition is this deep knowing that comes from the mind sometimes. Like if you're claircognizant like me, it is a deep inner knowing that stems from the mind. But at the same time, the mind is also the house for our ego, which is also known as where logic comes from, right? And both of them have a place in our business. But I think it's very, very, like I was lost with this for a year, at least in my business, where I was just going by, oh, I just need my intuition. And I was like, I don't need logic at all. And I was like, no, intuition is the guiding light that guides you to the decisions in your business. But your logic is what actually helps you create the structures, the processes, and the systems. And I'm going to give you a really good example of this to help you get on board with this, because a lot of you might be in resistance to actually even hearing this, right? Because I was for a long time. I know that even when I was watching YouTubers and they were just like, no, you have to have systems, you have to have the masculine. I was just like, nah, not me, because I'm spiritual and blah, blah, blah. So you might be in that boat right now. And I want to give you the best example that will help you shift out of that mindset already, because that's going to actually hold you back in your business for longer than you want and more than you actually even recognize at this moment, right? So think of when you're driving a car, right? When you first learn the skill of driving a car, you don't just go with your intuition like, I'm just going to get in this car and I'm just going to switch on the engine and I'm just going to give it a go. Like my intuition is just telling me. No, you have to have somebody sitting with you who has driven before, like a parent, a guardian. Like in the UK, this is the process. I don't know if this is the same thing for the rest of the world, but imagine that you don't just get in a car and drive without a fucking license, right? So again, you have to, yes, you trust your intuition, based on the type of teacher that you are choosing. Your intuition can come in there where you might sit in the car and be like, okay, I'm going to learn from this instructor. You have one lesson and you know something's not right in your knowingness or in your gut, or something will come up in your body as intuition that will say, this teacher's not right for you. Look somewhere else, right? That's your intuition. That is the place to make those decisions that is guiding you to the right path for you, the right teacher for you, the right events for you, everything that you choose as an investment or learning skill in your business. If you listen from your intuition, it's going to be a much more faster, smoother, aligned process for you in your business. So you really want to nail how your intuition speaks to you and how you make decisions from that intuitive voice, right? For guiding you. Once you find the teacher though, you then have to apply your logical mind on, this is the process of how to drive the car. The process stays the same usually, right? The teacher's all teaching it their way, through their intuitive way, through their personality type, all of that good stuff. That's who you vibe with, that's who you connect with. But the process they are usually teaching is pretty much similar. Everybody drives a car the similar way, right? It's the same for business. All the business teachers out here that we are seeing, that we're learning from, everyone is doing it in their intuitive way that feels good for their unique energy, that feels good for their personality type. And based off of the embodied experiences that they've been through, they are then going to teach you the process, right? And business can be done through multiple different ways, because there's so many different flavors of business. There's so many different types of models. There's so many different ways in which you can do things. And again, you're going to choose based off your intuition, which mentor you want to learn from, which process you want to stick to and apply, because it will connect with your intuition. But you don't just do one or the other, you have to do the both, right? Because imagine getting into that car without the process of how to drive. It's going to take you so much more longer, because you're not trusting your logic to actually build up and learn those processes, right? So again, your intuition has its place in business, and the whole point of you trusting your intuition, and the way I design Intuitive Creator, is learning what your intuition sounds like and learning to trust that for all the big decisions in your business, all the guiding processes that you need for investing in your business, for hiring mentors, for hiring or firing people even in your business. Sometimes you have to make hard choices. Again, if you're trusting your intuition of this person's energy just feels off, I need to make this decision. Cool, that's an intuitive aligned decision for you. But the process of firing or the process of hiring and the process stays the same. You have to come into your logical mind to be able to do that. That's the whole point of our logic, right? And our ego. So where have you possibly, this might not be you, but this might just be saving you a lot of time with you having this in the back of your head. And I didn't have this, right? This is why I want to teach all the things that I've learned in the spiritual entrepreneurship journey of my own, of, oh my God, I've made money through my intuition. Yes, 100%. But in order to keep that money coming in, I need my logical mind to create the systems, right? So my intuition has guided me, for example, into like, I've just been like, I don't know, this before Intuitive Creator, which is my main membership where I guide intuitives to build their own businesses their way and get paid for it. Before that download came through of that main offer, I was kind of stuck in between because I'd done astrology, I had done courses around that, I had done psychic stuff, and I'd done readings and booked one-on-one stuff, and then I'd done business as well, and I'd done one-on-ones with that. And I was trying to be like, what's my thing? What do I want to be known for? And while I was in that hermit phase or that cocoon phase, I took time to just focus on me. And while I was focusing on me, I was like on this curly hair journey, right? So I was just like, oh, I'm going to embrace my natural curls and not mess around with my hair anymore, no straighteners, all this stuff. And anyway, long story short, I booked in with this curly haircut. This was all intuition based because it was all on my feeling of where I want to book my hairdresser. Now, there were a couple of choices and my intuition guided me. And because I'm very good at listening to my intuition, I knew that my logical mind was telling me, no, go to the one down the road because it's cheaper. My intuition was the guiding light who said, no, for some reason, it doesn't make logical sense, but I need to go to this salon. That's my intuition at play. And I listened to that for my decision. Okay. On my hair, on my business, it's the same thing, but I'm just giving you a few examples so you can see how the two work together. So obviously that was the decision I made. After I made that decision of my intuition still guiding me here, it's not intuition that has to then go book on their system and pay and make payments and decide the day that I'm going to go. That's logic. So once the intuition has told me and guided me, this is where you need to be, this is a teacher, this is the thing, this is the place, you then have to go and switch into your logical mind to make that action step, to build up the process of getting yourself to the destination. So they both work in harmony with each other, right? And the reason that some spiritual entrepreneurs, the ones that come and work with me and they are stuck with their business energetics or they're stuck with their sales or the clients are not coming in, is because they either have some limiting belief over here that they're either needing to be too in the masculine or they are just burning themselves out in the hustle, or they're too in their feminine and they're not doing enough of the logic, or they're just completely lost, right? And it's okay. Like the whole point of YouTube having so much fucking wisdom and stuff like this right now is so that you can actually watch some of this stuff and move yourself forward, okay? So if this is you in your business, assess right now, where is it that you have listened to your intuition and where is it that you're not listening to your logic, or where can you be less logical and lean more into your intuition? If you've had like the results of like, oh, I've invested in this coach and it was the wrong decision, blah, blah, blah. That's because you've invested purely on your logical mind and not from your intuition. I have done this as well, where I've invested in coaches that I thought, oh, I watched a couple of YouTube videos and I'm like, oh yeah, they seem really good. They look like they know their shit. And it's just like, it's not intuition based because I'm thinking about it already, right? So as soon as I'm applying the mind in terms of my own thought process, that's logic. And those decisions usually are not like aligned with my soul, versus the ones like I explained with the curly hair journey. And also my most recent mentor, she was more of an intuitive based. It was like I was going to invest in this other woman, and then in my head it popped in this other mentor that I'd seen about a year ago, and for some reason she just came in and it said, go check her out. And it was like this voice that came in from out of nowhere, right? That's what I class as my channel voice. That's my intuition voice. And when I listened to that and I was like, okay, because that came from there, I'm not making this logical decision to go with this woman. My intuition guided me to this other woman for a reason. And ever since then, I've been in that space. It's been incredible. And ever since then, I'm making aligned decisions, aligned choices, right? It just makes so much more natural sense. And I'm speeding up my results because of that. So again, your intuition can lead you to sped up results. And that's why we quantum jump, we quantum manifest in our business, but we have to be building the structures, the systems around it. So for business, practically, if I give you an example now, when I first started my astrology, the intuition part of me was like, teach astrology on Instagram, right? That was the download, right? That dropped into my body. It was like a thought. It was like a knowing of I can do this better. Go, boom. The logical part of me was like, okay, Instagram, get up there. How do I design stuff that like look nice, and how do I want to structure it and all this stuff? That was the logical part of me. And I had to create that every single day. I sat there for a whole year creating posting, creating and posting. That was not like, that was logical because I had to sit there and physically create. But what I did is I'd intuitively just channel and tune in and be like, okay, What do I want to share today that's going to help my audience? That's intuitive download. And then once you receive that download on the intuition side, you then go and create. That's your logical side, doing the process, doing the system work, right? That's all that stuff. In my business today, the way that I do this is, again, with these YouTube videos, I set myself a thing of like, I'm going to film every day for a year just to prove to myself that I can stay in my logical system brain, but also work deeply with my intuition without burnout, right? So that's a new goal that I set myself of like specifically, because I've done this before, but I've done it from a burnout energy and I didn't want to do that. So I was like, this time I'm going to build it my way. So what I'm doing is literally 1 hour a day of content creation. That's it, because that feels so good in my body. And what I've done is I have posters all across my wall in my zone over here on my desk, and it literally talks about all the topics that I want to speak about that I channeled from my intuition. So that job of my intuition has already done its work. Now the job is to simply, when I film, it's like, okay, tune in, think about the audience that I'm speaking to, thinking about their problems, their struggles, what they need help with, what I needed help with when I was starting off my journey, and everything that I've learned in between, right? That is all I want to share. That is my process. And so it's like, okay, my intuition has given me the downloads. Then I just feel in every day of like, oh, what do I feel like talking about today? What's going to light me up? Because I want to come in from this really high energy every time that I'm speaking. I want to come from a passion zone every time that I'm speaking. And I want to come from that same energy every time. I don't want to come from this, oh, I have to film now. No, like I'm grateful that I get this platform, this ability to be able to do this for my people. So for me, it's like, okay, that's my intuition. How can I keep this process on the go? And it's that logical mind of like, okay, fine, it's got something now from the intuition, and now it's just about building that process out. And my process at the moment on YouTube looks like filming 1 video a day. On TikTok, again, it's 1 video a day. When I first grew it to like 10,000, it was 3 times a day I was posting. Now I've bumped it down to 1 a day just so I can focus on YouTube as well. So again, you need to figure out with your logic and your intuition what's going to feel good for you, but also what's going to be the discipline. Because again, when you look at your gym goals, if you solely said, I'm going to lose weight based off of intuition alone, do you think you're going to get the results? Because my answer is to that, no. And I'll tell you why. When you listen to your intuition will say, you don't feel like going to the gym today, don't. What happens if that you put your logical mind and make an excuse around this, because your intuition will not tell you that anyway, because your intuition wants the best for you, and the best for you is the fittest, healthiest, most wealthiest version of you. Okay. So if you say as an excuse, oh no, I don't feel like it, and my intuition speaks through feelings are fleeting energy. It's not something that is like, solid. It's moldable, it's fluid, right? We can change that anytime that we want, but most of us choose not to do that, and then we make excuses around it. So again, in business, you have to be disciplined. If you want a result, if you want more money, if you want those, however many clients in your high ticket programs or whatever the thing, you have to be disciplined. Are you showing up in that energy every single day, even when you don't see the results today? Because with your gym goals, you don't see that fat loss today, tomorrow, a week from now, 3 weeks from now. You might see tiny results. But the end fucking transformation that you see in your mind's eye, that comes after a year and a half, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, depending on how much fucking weight you've got to lose, depending on what you are trying to achieve. And sometimes it doesn't even happen there, and you have to go and get surgical or whatever because you've got excess stuff, right? It depends on your unique journey as well. It's the same for business. Yet when it comes to spiritual entrepreneurship, for some reason, people just throw those things out the window, and they're like, no, it's just intuition based. No, it doesn't feel good to know. It's like, no, you need fucking discipline. We need discipline. And it's only when you realize you have to be consistent and you have to stay disciplined, and you can just do this your unique way with your unique method without burning out, that everything starts to flow in much more alignment, and you find the joy in what you're doing every single time, right? And this is something that I had to really work with and sit with, because I kept making excuses as to, I'm a projector. Oh, I'm a 6'2". I've got a hermit line in my human design. So I'm going to show up for 6 months, then I'm going to go hide. And then I'm going to show up for 6 months, then I'm going to go hide. And I was not consistent. And that stemmed from a lot of fears of responsibility and fear of committing and staying disciplined. So again, this is literally me teaching from embodied wisdom. This is lived experience. And I can tell you now, I know that my cash months that I am aiming for, my goals are so much more closer to me now than they ever have been. Why? Because I've owned exactly where I am right now. on exactly the discipline that I need and the commitment and the consistency. And because I am committed to that degree, it's almost like it's inevitable. The universe then delivers to you, and it's already started to deliver to me, right? Where I'm like, oh my God, this person came out of nowhere. This client just signed me from this place. And it's just like, wow, it's magic. It's pure magic. But you have to decide, and you have to commit, and you have to be disciplined to do both the things. You have to do your spiritual work on this side, where you learn your spiritual senses, the way that intuition talks to you and guides you, and take action on those guidance, and then move it to the logical side to build your process, to build your structure and build your system. And this is literally what I help you do inside of Intuitive Creator, which is my membership, right? Links in the description box below. If you're new here, subscribe, like this video, drop me a comment, anything that you want me to talk more on and any of your struggles, and I'll be happy to make a video on it. Mwah.